Well, it's finally springtime and my snow is all melted, so I'm going for my first flight maybe in 6 months. And since that last fall flight I did, and I was pretty pleased that my motor started right up. The fuel's pretty old. I should have really dumped out what was in the carburetor. I figured I'd just burn through it and it would be fine. Um, I have a nice smooth 5 mile an hour wind coming on, which should make launching nice and easy. So I check my wingtips, make sure I'm nice and centered here, check the wind, and go ahead and pull it up. Wing comes up nice and smooth. It's falling a little bit right, so I run a little right, pull a little left brake to straighten out here. Now I'm nice and centered, so I give it full throttle, and the motor doesn't really hit full throttle. I'm at like 60%, so I'm really running it out here, trying to get that throttle up. And then here I give a tap of the brakes, and that gets me off the ground, but I can't climb. My altitude is not increasing here, and I'm watching those power lines, because right about here I have to decide whether I'm gonna ditch it. And if my motor quit here, I'd be in kind of a pickle. I'd have to turn right and do a downwind landing. So I decided to go for it, and as you can see, I cleared the power lines, but not by that nice of a buffer of safety. So what was going on is my motor's running through that old fuel left in the carburetor. So I really wish I would have dumped that out, and I could have avoided that situation. So in the future, if you don't run your machine for a long time, dump out the fuel, because right about here the motor starts picking up, and I can get to full power, but it took a little while. You can see the motor's still kind of chugging a little bit. It sounds like it's kind of missing. So I kind of backed off the throttle, and it ran a little bit better in there. So now I'm getting my altitude that I need. On this flight, I don't have a whole lot of goals. I just kind of wanted to get back in the air. It's been so long. I was pleased I hit my first launch, which is always a good thing when you're out of practice a little bit. So I looked up the forecast today, and these clouds are supposed to be between 6,000 and 11,000 feet, which is totally attainable. So I was tempted just to get up above these clouds, try to find a hole to fly up through. I was having some trouble finding a hole, and the clouds kept moving upwards. So, they're probably closer to 10,000 feet. So I decided that I'd kind of give up on that quest. It's always cool to fly up through a little hole in the clouds, but there wasn't any really big holes, and it's kind of cold out, so every time you go up 1,000 feet, it goes up by like 3.5 degrees. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a bird right in front of me, and it probably looks just like a speck in this wide-angle lens. But I let out my trimmers here because I'm trying to catch up to the thing, but that little bird is like crazy fast. I'm really impressed with the speed of that thing. It's flapping its wings just once in a while, but just kind of gliding out here in front. So after getting as fast as I could here, I decided that pretty much I'm not going to be able to catch up with the thing, so I just shut down the motor a few seconds ago, and I'm just coasting on my way down here. It's my birthday today, so my mom gave me a call and to congratulate me.
We're going over to Dan and Trudy's to celebrate my birthday, and that's about it.
Yeah, that would be nice. Nice to have some other family up there.
Yeah. Well, I should probably go because I should start my motor again.
Okay, well, I don't want you to miss that, so I'll let you go, but happy birthday.
Restarting your motor in flight is a little bit difficult, but usually, first or second try here, it starts right up. So it's never too bad. I wouldn't want to wait until I'm only 50 feet off the ground, but as long as I have a little space here, it's not very nerve-wracking at all. So I'm coming in for a upwind here for my landing, and I hit a downdraft right as I'm coming close to the ground here. It's kind of a bumpy day, and it kind of slams me down pretty hard. I almost don't get my flare in at all. Kind of dropped down on one knee and slid just a little bit, but overall it wasn't bad. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'll be putting out some more videos here. Hopefully it won't be too long before I get back up in the air. Alright, see you guys next time.